Hi guys, today we're going to do a bathroom thorough cleaning demo. I shot the video a while ago and I honestly can't remember what happened to the first part of the video where I showed the before shots. I'm pretty sure I took the shots and I usually do that, I promise. But this is not the important focus of this video. I know that it's satisfying to see all the residue buildup being removed, but when I filmed this, I didn't have a second phone to do close-ups, but I do have many other videos where I do show a lot of residue removal. But in this video, I just want to show you guys the standard procedure of what we usually clean when we do an initial cleaning. So I kind of went twice already on the doors. So look at this. Look guys, with all this like stuff, there's things that I still have to like look up for these little drops, because most of them are on both sides of them. They're on the outside. So now I have to scrub the outside because even the outside is all sticky with droplets and backsplash. And God knows what is it. So I need to figure out how to remove these doors. But yes, like double the trouble. Usually the outside is the easier part to clean, but not in this case. If I notice soap scum or lime scale in a shower, I pre-spray it with the bathroom cleaning product. But for the most part, I just use a lot of Dawn soap and water and a Scotch-Brite wire sponge. That usually does the trick. And for the door frames, I'll use my detailing brushes. I really messed up when shooting this scene because I let the time lapse go for way too long. And you can't even tell what I'm doing, but I'm detailing the frame with several detailing brushes because there was a lot of residue buildup and I can only wonder why I didn't film that. Luckily, I did a little reporting and I mentioned that there was some very stubborn residue that took me like 3 passes with the sponge to finally remove it. That kind of residue is not visible on camera and many times is not visible when you do an initial walkthrough. You can only notice it once you start cleaning it. Every time I see a shower that doesn't look very dirty, I always think the shower will take me like 30 minutes, what it usually takes on a recurring cleaning, but that's never true. I need to stop lying to myself and being overly optimistic when I tell customers that I can get a bathroom done in less time than it realistically takes. The rule of thumb is that it takes triple the time than a regular cleaning if they want a job well done. Just because the residue or dirt is not visible, it doesn't mean it's not there or that it will take less time to clean. The sticky residue is the invisible one. It's not just a quick scrub and you're done. It's paying attention to every corner, every slit, every fixture, and every nook and cranny. And trust me, getting in between some of these slits can be very challenging. If you pay attention, I had to use 3 different types of brushes just to get all the buildup and do multiple passes with the brushes and with the towel just to collect all the grime on the shower frame. Okay, so I look like shit, but literally this shower took me a little over an hour to finish because there was just so many like areas that was hidden residue that I had to tackle, and a lot of the residue in the shower was so hard and sticky, it just wasn't coming out with one scrubbing. I had to go a couple of times on multiple areas, 3 times actually. And I had to scrub the front and the back of the shower. So usually the minimum of these showers actually takes about 40 minutes if not they're not too dirty, usually 45 if they have like normal wear and tear. But when they're actually dirty and they have like, when they haven't been thoroughly cleaned in a while and they have like a little black thing at the bottom and specks here and there, like in their last shower, yeah, at least an hour, probably more. So this bathroom altogether took about over 2 man hours. So I would have been here like over 2 hours because I had one of the guys help me with the actual door, the baseboards, the glass, and the cabinets, and I myself. I've been here for like 3:30, 4:30. I've been here like an hour and 40 minutes. And yeah, like this toilet alone took me like almost 20 minutes or about 20 minutes. And the shower over an hour. So just wanted to document that because people think it doesn't take that long. It doesn't look that dirty. And that is such a wrong conception of like what an actual thorough cleaning or move out cleaning actually takes. The fact that I had to scrub the outside of the door says it all. Usually I only have to spray and wipe out the outside of the showers, but if I had to scrub it, it's because it hasn't been cleaned right in a while. A bad cleaner would have just spray and wipe it down to hurry up, but a good cleaner pays attention to the details. A good cleaner knows that a surface not only has to look clean, but it also has to feel clean. If I wipe down a surface and it feels rusty, I know I have to scrub it. Not only that, but I also have a good eye for little details, and I can tell when a surface is not 100%, as well as having a good notion for what tools I need to use to remove such residue faster. But even when you become a fast cleaner, doing things right and detail takes time. For example, we cleaned every corner of this bathroom, from the door, scrubbed the baseboards, behind the toilet, under the sink, light switches, etc., etc. Most of you know the importance of cleaning all these details, but those that never done professional cleaning don't really understand the depths of it. This video, for example, it's an actual job for an actual real customer, which is why I didn't take the time to set the camera in better angles. I was more focused on finishing the job and making it spotless than anything else. That is the difference between a passionate cleaner that gets paid well and takes pride in what they do, and an average cleaner from a corporate company that won't even bother to train them and does every job exactly the same with little to no effort. To me, there's no better feeling than a perfectly residue-free bathroom. But you do want to invest on a good initial cleaning, because the longer a bathroom goes without cleaning, the longer it will take to clean. And if you hire a cheap company that offers you a flat fee for a cleaning, they are probably going to rush through the job and overlook a lot of details. And that residue left behind will only be harder and harder to remove in the long run. It's better to get one good cleaning from the start and then maintain it from there, or at least the home will last clean a lot longer. Hope you guys enjoy this little video, and if you have any comments or suggestions, please leave it in the comments below, and I will be happy to interact with you guys and grow together and exchange different ideas and whatnot. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. What a difference it shines. I mean, I don't see any residue left, to be honest, but to me, these kinds of things are like almost impossible to remove, but I have removed them in the past. It just takes so ridiculously long, and it still doesn't look like a huge difference of better. To me, no, I don't like to leave any amount of residue behind, but this is usually how they leave them. And by other cleaning companies and apartments, I've seen them. They don't do like miracles either, because they put this kind of material that rusts and deteriorates so easily, especially because nobody ever hires cleaning services. If you were to hire a monthly or even a quarterly cleaning service, your home would never deteriorate. At least not under my watch. Look at this, look how beautiful, how wide. All the residue is gone. All the residue from the tile, from in between here was like this little skunky, gunky thing. It's gone. I love it. I see no gunky stuff. What a difference. So nice. Spoiled it. Very clean. The back of it is clean. the baseboards under the toilet. The sink. We even clean a little bit of a shine to the chrome. The cabinets. Still have stuff in there, so I don't know what to do with them. Yep. And the baseboards. And some clean the door. On the door. To make sure that this part will be good. And this part of it is notice how dirty it was.